Hey guys,
Yes.
welcome back to a Nerd Vibes.
Yeah.
It's been quite a while. As you can
Yeah.
see, we have put our best photoshoppers on the background for this video, for this podcast. So shouts to them for coming in strong with this one. Really owe it to them. We kind of contacted them last second to do this, and I think it turned out fantastic. It can even move live video. I told them to do that right now. And thank you for them to do that. That was really great. I had to tell them frame by frame, do that in order, send it to me, send all the photo files to me, and it's extra work for me too. But you know what? It's whatever. It's whatever. We watched John Wick 2.
Yeah.
After years of not.
Of not.
So it's been a while.
Yes.
We were planning on watching the second one after we watched the first movie, but coronavirus happened,
yeah.
and people died.
Yeah.
So we're here today to talk about John Wick 2.
Yes.
And we're gonna go through what happened. We're gonna try and keep this short. We're gonna give our reviews at the end and our thoughts as well. So Jake, explain the entire plot. Spoilers ahead.
Yeah. So first of all, just for context, you should probably watch our first video first if you haven't. Just to get some other context, because the second one takes place right after the first one.
Yes.
With now John Wick going. It starts off with John Wick going after his car now, because remember the first movie, they stole his car, killed his dog,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, gets the car back, gets totaled, and John seemingly goes back into his retirement, happy life or whatever. And then some asshole shows up at his door and is like, "Hey, so I need you to come back and do something for me." And John's like, "No, I'm a retired man." And Santino's like, "Oh, by the way, as you probably know, I have helped you with your impossible task to get you out of this world. So you have to now do that." And John's like, "No, I don't." And Santino's like, "Okay then." And then he just blows up his house, which was probably the dumbest thing he could have done.
Yeah, no, you don't blow up John Wick's house without getting away with it.
Yeah. So then John has no choice. The task was to kill his sister, who is like gonna be part of the high table, and Santino wants her place, so John has to kill her. John goes to Rome where they are, and John I was about to say Joe.
Joe Wicker. He finds her, and she cuts herself.
Yes.
Trigger warning for all those 14-year-olds out there.
Yes.
But then he shoots her in the head.
Yeah, because he needed the proof.
Yeah.
I did it. So yeah, but Santino, once again being a asshole, was like, "Well, I kind of put you in this situation, but I gotta avenge my sister's death, so I'm gonna just send everybody after you."
What the? I didn't catch on to that. I have a smooth brain, so like there's some things I don't understand about this movie. Like I don't understand the underground shit with this, spy shit.
They're not spies. They're not spies. They're assassins.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed. I didn't understand that like he actually got upset because John murdered his sister. That's confusing to me. Was he just acting like that, like publicly mad at him, or was he actually?
Yeah, he's just, it's both. He's being public, but he's also just being a massive asshole.
Yeah.
And being like, "Well, I'm just gonna screw you over once again."
Yeah. Terrible man.
So yeah, they put a bounty on John Wick, and John Wick does what John Wick does and just starts going out, killing everybody, getting his way to Santino. Which, to keep it short and sweet, he does, and no. But unfortunately, John made a big oopsie, as you would say, and shot him inside the Continental, which is like the big no-no, which is like, which we've seen happen in the first movie with Perkins, and they just straight up killed her for doing that. So now
Fighting John?
no, she
Yeah, I remember that scene.
So, well, yeah, she did fight him, but he had one of his friends that was at the Continental to basically babysit her, but and they handcuffed her, but she broke out and she shot him. So she shot him.
Yeah.
So yeah. So now John Wick is now excommunicado, meaning like he's now basically seen as the rogue, and now everyone in the entire world will now be after him with a $14 million bounty on him. So we ended on a pretty good cliffhanger.
Yeah. For sure.
So yeah, now we can just talk about it. I mean, I will actually be honest, the movie went by like quicker than I thought it would be.
Yeah, kinda.
You know.
I don't really have.
It was a good thing we started like right away.
Yeah, this is our earliest session in a long time.
Yeah.
Like if we started now, like at 3.
Yeah, we wouldn't
It would
have
have
had time for nothing.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
By the time we were done.
Yeah, like I think every John Wick movie is just like perfect, like top tier in my opinion.
The only gripe I have with them so far is that like it's kind of similar to Cobra Kai, where like things just kind of happen perfectly to progress the story.
Mm-hmm.
I understand it's a movie; movies feel like that to progress, but
yeah,
it's just like, oh, of course, you know, that person's there, or you know, stuff happens right away after a while. Like, what's his name, the black guy,
the Bowery,
showed up to his house like.
Oh no, that's not the Bowery. Sharon. Sharon, that's Sharon. That's his
Lance
name.
Reddick.
Lance Reddick.
Yeah. Rest in peace, by the way.
Yes, rest in peace. Yeah, because as of recording this, Chapter 4 has only been out for a week.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love everything about all the movies. So I do appreciate this one's also really good because it also like I do prefer the first one in my opinion, because like not as I don't think it's the best one, but it's my favorite one because I feel like the story was much more contained, I would say. But in this one has all the world building.
Yeah.
Because like first now we're now introduced to the high tables and like more of the like the lore of this like assassin like underground thing. So I do like that a lot. Also the action is always John Wick, so it's always like the action's gonna be like amazing.
The scenes are well shot. No.
Well shot.
Yeah.
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 What an amazing pun that one.
I didn't even mean it. It's a better thing.
Which one was your favorite?
I think since I'm such fond of like 2019 and we watched it, I think did we watch it in 2019 or
2020?
Oh yeah, anything just before COVID I'm very fond of.
I meant your like favorite fight scene in this movie.
Oh, I thought you were asking which movie is your favorite so far.
Oh no.
I'll
ask you that at the end though, but
I mean,
like
I
fight scene
at John Wick 1. I prefer John Wick 1 because it was easier to follow.
Yeah.
Anyways, what's my favorite fight scene?
I like the museum. I love the museum.
The museum was pretty good. I liked the.
I know a lot of people would say the club scene, like in Rome, but I prefer the club scene in the first one.
Yeah, I'd probably say the club scene probably.
Yeah.
Well, after Gianna's death.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the music in that scene.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm very fond of that music.
Yeah, that was like the same. I think it's the same guy who did the music for the first one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, all the characters are great too.
Yeah.
Except Santino, who's a fucking dickhead.
They could get some work done on him in the next movie.
So he's dead.
He can come back to life.
He got shot in the head.
No, I can't. They can just get the bullet out of the skull. You know, the brain. It's easy.
Yeah. I also liked there's a lot of side characters too that are also great too. Like I thought Cassian was pretty cool.
Yeah, Cassian was great.
Definitely the hotel guy.
Yeah.
The one with the guns.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I just love the scenes where he gets all his gear and shit.
Yeah.
Like the guns, the suits. It's just such satisfying scenes to watch because it's just like, oh yeah, he's gearing up for a murdering night, another night in the town. You know, very satisfying, in my opinion.
My favorite's like when it's like, "What's your style?" And he's like, "Tactical."
Yeah, I love when the rapid fire questions where it's just like specific suit questions and John's just going through them so quickly, answering back. It's such a great scene.
Great movie too.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. The only thing I also noticed that you gave a chuckle at when they were falling down the stairs.
Yeah. No,
I don't mean to spoil chapter 4, but I'm not gonna get into context of what's happening. But there is something similar in chapter 4, and with them falling down like stairs and stuff.
Are you talking about that stunt double guy who fell down the stairs?
John and Cassian when they were falling down the stairs.
Oh,
again and again.
I'm talking about the new one where there's a stunt double man who just falls down an escalator, and it's been viral on Twitter and shit. I don't know if you've seen it.
For the new one?
Yeah.
I didn't know about it. I didn't even know it was a stunt double.
No, it's a stunt double. Have you seen John Wick 4?
Yes.
Okay, so then you should know what I'm talking about. There's a guy who falls down an escalator, and
I just want to remind you that I've only seen this once in the theater. Like I haven't, so I have to. But I'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
But but there was a scene where like similar when they're falling down the stairs and some guy in the theater just shouted like, "Ain't no way, bro!" Like really.
Yeah. It's a goofy scene. It's a very goofy scene.
Yeah.
Because, like, they didn't need to fall down that much that quickly.
Yeah.
Like, the second I saw the stairs, I was just like, oh, they're going to fall down the stairs, aren't they? And then 2 seconds later, oh, yeah, they're falling down the stairs. Amazing. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they just kept falling for no reason. The stairs weren't even that steep.
Some silly gooses.
Yeah. Some silly guys. Just goofing around.
Yep.
Do you think Cassian still has his knife stuck in him to this day?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the Hollywood movie like sort of thing. Like if you don't see a dead body, they're probably not dead.
Yeah.
So yeah. So maybe he's still alive.
Maybe he is. I don't know. I don't want to know. Anyways, yeah, the movie was great.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Guess we'll give our ratings now.
Yeah, ratings now.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Is it just straight up like a 9.0? Don't forget you can do decimals.
I know I can.
It's a solid 9.
I would say it's just. I would say anywhere between a 9 and a 10, honestly. I can't really think of a specific number.
So 9.5?
Maybe.
Meaning in the middle?
Yeah, 9.5.
I would give it. I just hate Whatever his
Santino
crackers.
D'Antonio.
Santino fucking crackers, dude.
Like, they're all like assholes, but he manages to be like the one that you like can't stand.
Yeah. I'll give it. God damn it. Cause like, I'm still annoyed that like I said earlier, the story of progressing is just such a
like the world building and stuff. Like,
yeah, like it was just like too quick, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know what the perfect way of describing it is, but it's just like I said about the Cobra Kai thing. It's like, oh yeah, of course that happened.
Yeah.
The convenience factor of just like stuff happening for the sake of the movie. I'm not saying it's a bad thing necessarily, because sometimes it can work out, but like it's kind of like I think another example I can give is just like what happens in kids shows, where it's just like characters overreact for no reason for the plot, you know. Like fucking Disney Channel type shit, you know. So I would probably say.
I mean, they did blow up his house.
Yeah.
They did basically force him to kill again.
Yeah.
And then they went out to try to kill him.
Yeah.
So I think he had a perfect rational response.
He did, yeah. No, I'm not denying that at all. I think he was justified in his actions. The only thing, yeah. Like
although I do think him shooting him in the Continental was freaking stupid. That was a basic like emotional decision, not a logical one.
Yeah.
Because he basically just shot himself in the foot, making the situation like much worse than it was.
Yeah. I agree.
Because they literally said like if he just killed him, like if he theoretically killed him like outside of the Continental, it would have just been like a couple, like maybe I think a clan or the High Table would go after him, but it would be like the High Table and then probably like another clan, I guess. But now he's got pretty much the entire globe after him.
Yeah. Yeah. The ending scene was confusing to me because like is literally everyone an assassin, because like everyone was looking at him, so like everyone's just I think that's assassin.
Terrifying.
Yeah, just like going in the park and then you see John Wick,
I think that's what I just like I do think that adds some like mysterious to like the world building too as well. That's like that's like so underground that like anybody can have literally a gun on them and could literally kill you.
Like specially trained.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it could be realistic.
I do. I actually absolutely love the world building, and I can't wait. We're getting a spin-off movie about something that's in chapter 3. So I won't talk about it. But,
okay.
But we are getting a TV show about the Continental coming out this year on Peacock. So we're gonna get more of like the world building and stuff, and I'm very excited for that. I do love that the world building that they've done here. Although I do kind of agree. I do see where you're coming from, that it like introduced it all like so quickly in like one movie. I do still think that this world is like so interesting and so like unique in a way.
I think they should have taken like 2 movies at least to kind of build everything up. You know. That's just me though.
Yeah.
But yeah, my rating is I'll give it 8.
Well, I will also say this: the sequels they will continue to build upon like the world. So that's like it's not like this is like the entire lore like in one movie. Like they'll keep building.
Oh yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
So yeah, your rating now.
8.5.
Okay.
Obviously, it'll always change.
Yeah.
Just look at our fucking review of Halloween Ends.
Have we actually talked about that? So now it's been like like about 6 months now since it came out.
I think we talked about it again in a separate video.
Not for a few months though.
Yeah, I still pretty much have the same opinions on it from I think last time we talked about it. You know, I don't want to get too much into it because this is the John Wick 2 review, obviously.
Yes, yes.
But you know, like you said, we get on tangents a lot, so
that's why it's a nerd vibe.
Yeah, it's a nerd vibe. It's big whoop. In that movie, I think they should have. What was the guy's name? Eric?
Corey.
Okay.
Did I tell you about someone is made a they're selling them, and they have made copies of the entire trilogy, and they called it the Don't Fear the Reaper cut, and they took all 3 movies and put them into one movie, and they cut out everything with Corey in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Why is that?
Because Corey sucks.
Alright, fair. Alright then. Jeez. Straight to the point. They should have introduced Corey in kills at the very least. Like at the hospital.
Agreed.
And mob scenes, anything like that. Because like, if you introduce him in the same movie where he's gonna be the boogeyman, you need to introduce him sooner, like much sooner. So it just doesn't make sense to me that he was like in that movie for the first time ever, and you know.
And don't forget the marketing just clickbaited everyone into thinking that this was like Laurie's like final like stand, and even though it only happened in like the last 10 minutes, and Michael was only in the movie for like, you know what, actually it's very similar, but I think Halloween did it much worse was the Candyman remake, where it was the exact same thing, but the difference with like where it was like you introduce like a character who's that's basically like the new killer, and then you have like and like the original barely being in it, but the difference with like Candyman is that the main guy is someone from the original movie, so it like fits better, although it was a plot twist, but it like still, so yeah,
I think they should redo the entire trilogy. Redo everything.
You want to? We review the Don't Fear the Reaper cut.
Sure. Coriolis cut. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I've seen the guy who makes them on social media. I should send a message and see if he's still selling them. Selling the Blu-rays.
Yeah. You definitely should. You said he put all 3 movies into one huge movie?
Yes.
That would be the only thing we do.
Yeah.
In one session.
I mean, if, like, to be fair, if Corey's cut out, that's like 80% of Halloween ends.
Yeah, that's true. But that's still like, what, 5 hours?
I don't know.
6 hours of shit? I don't know. Anyways, Joe Wick 2. Great movie. I don't know when we're gonna see John Wick 3.
Soon.
It's definitely gonna be sooner than in between.
Yeah,
this movie and
Matt probably wants to see Chapter 4 in theaters, so that's probably why.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I have we should probably talk. So I was gonna bring my Blu-ray over, but I was like, you know what, just to like make things easier, and I don't have to carry things coming to your house. I'll just make it's called like Voodoo. It's like basically if you get a singular Blu-ray, you'll get a digital code so you can redeem it, and you'll get the movie for digital and physical.
Yeah. Like
a 2-in-1 kind of thing. So I have a bunch of Blu-rays.
Yeah.
So I was like, so I spent like last night doing that. I obviously started with John Wick Chapter 2 because that was our priority, of course.
Yeah.
And went through. But what's stupid is that some of these I was kind of worried because most of the DVD Blu-rays I have left sealed because because now I don't have I don't have a PS4 anymore, and my PS5 is a digital one, so I basically do not have a Blu-ray DVD player anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, so I've had a lot of Blu-rays unopened, so when I started. But what scared me is what it said that a lot of them say this code may not work after, and I bought the Blu-ray John Wick Chapter 2 a couple years ago, and it expired it said the code would expired literally we were in high school, that old.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, all of them ended up working, so I got so I redeemed the whole John Wick trilogy, the MCU Spider-Man trilogy, so we can watch Homecoming.
Yeah.
Because that's the last one you want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you have to see.
Yeah.
Which is ironic because it's the first one.
It is the first one. I have seen each of clips of it, but
got a couple other movies and I didn't. Yeah, it's some I would have had a lot more for us to work with if we continue using this method, which I will say was this was the first time I ever had to use this app on the TV, and the app kept crashing.
Yeah.
It only happened. Fortunately, it only happened twice. It was
2-3 times.
Yeah, 2 to 3 times.
It wasn't in a span of 10 minutes either.
Yeah, it kept getting longer.
Yeah.
The crashes. So hopefully that's better, but I would have, I said, I would have had more, but I guess it's only with single movies. So because I would have Blu-ray collections of an entire series, and they don't have a digital code.
Yeah.
Which I could understand because they don't want a bunch of codes, I guess.
Yeah.
But but yeah. So John Wick Chapter 2, amazing movie, highly recommend.
Mm-hmm.
But watch the first one first, and watch our first review of it.
Yeah.
Too.
I just watched the review. Who gives a shit about the movie? Give us much time, even though we don't fucking have money.
Make sure to comment and subscribe, or John Wick will show up at your house with a pencil.